So basically, we want to talk about we struggle with psychology and also trade management. Those are two important things, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then psychology is wide. In what
Okay, I should
you
specify.
pardon?
Okay. Oh, you want me to specify?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it could be anything.
Okay. Like after I make my analysis, then I start doubting myself. Even though I know I'm
Doubt
not trading live now. I know it's a demo account, but for me to even place the trade with my demo account
is a problem.
is tough still. Yes, I don't trust that it's going to go my way. Even though I'm seeing my confluences and I'm seeing confirmation to maybe sell, I will still feel it's going to go the wrong way. I'm not always right, this and that. So that is what I've been weighing me
That,
down.
that does make sense actually. Hold on, let me write this down because I have some points. So we're talking about you said psychology, other psychology then, what is struggling with it. From what is said, that would be I would say doubt and you're not confident.
Exactly.
Yeah. Doubt and confidence. So basically, because I remember clearly you joined us last month, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I had a webinar with Robert. I think it's online as well. Yeah, Robert. I had a session with him not too long ago before this meeting, and we talked about almost the same thing. So I know Robert can hear me. So first of all, you need to know, Robert, that you're not alone. All right, you can hear somebody else saying the same thing about confidence and doubt as well. But then I think one of the first, what especially you, Nkechi, you push yourself too hard, okay? And I've been watching you, paying attention to you. I realize you want this thing so bad that you pushing yourself too hard and you want it as quick as possible, okay? And I always say this to
That's true.
people before we all jump into a business, right? We need to understand our business properly, okay? We just don't jump into business because we think uh, uh, DG or Divine is making money from selling tires or making money from selling uh, from opening a restaurant. Then let me open a restaurant too and start selling food and expect to make money without you knowing how to cook, without you knowing how the business works. Okay, everything has to do with consistency and also do your own research and learn about the business. You've not been with us for 2 months, maybe a month, and I like the fact that you're taking this thing so serious, right? You really want to win, you really want to succeed in it. But at the end of the day, you can't run past your own shadow. Okay, whenever anyone joins the program or gets the course, I call them first. And if you guys remember, I used to say to you guys, trading is a process, okay? And I always emphasize on that. It is a process. We have to trust the process. We have to be patient enough, okay? Everything is stage by stage. You're going to go through a lot of obstacles throughout your journey. You go through fear. You go through doubt. You go through uh, not being confident. You go through overconfidence. You go through fear of missing out. You might go through greed. You know, you go through a lot of things. So as you're tackling one, the next one is waiting for you. As you're tackling one, the next one is waiting for you until you get to your final destination. And also, one thing you also need to understand is not loud, sir. Okay, is it better now? That was happy shout.
We can hear you. I can hear you properly. I don't know
Okay,
why.
somebody said your voice is not loud. So I thought maybe everyone is talking. So one thing you need to know is that when you start to trade, you need to understand that you need at least, I'm not saying it has to be 1 year, you need at least a couple months to 1 year to even learn how to analyze the market, to perfect your skills properly. I'm talking about perfection, not to learn how to, because in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 months, 2 months, you might learn, you possible for you to learn how to analyze the market. But then you need to practice, you need to practice more in order for you to perfect your analysis. Then after that, you cross that stage, then you will not start with another struggles like the psychological part. So realistically, you need over a year, maybe 1.5, maybe 2, to go through all the struggles that come with trading. So now, looking at you, you've just been here for going to 2 months maybe, and you're pushing so hard, which is really good, but we have to be realistic with everything we do, okay? It is fine for you to be going through this, it's fine for you to be pushing so hard, but don't beat yourself too hard or don't get frustrated when things are not going your way right now, because you still have time. So now we're talking about doubt and confidence. Confidence, these things are not something I can teach you, all right? They are something inside of you. You have to be the one to solve that problem. But what I can only do is to give you tips on what you should be doing and how you can then work on your confidence, or how to work on you being doubting your analysis. But I can tell you, for them, you have to be able to implement all these things. So confidence won't come until confidence is only going to come with experience. Understand that? Okay. It's only going to come with experience. You're not going to. Let me tell you this. I won't be surprised if you're not confident enough in the next 2, 3, 4 months. But I'm not saying this for you to make you give up. You shouldn't give up. But then you need to understand that the more time you spend analyzing the market, the more confidence you get. The way I was confident 6 months ago is quite different. I'm more confident than I was 6 months ago.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
6 months ago, I was more confident than I was a year ago. And that's because I'm constantly analyzing the market. I'm constantly taking losses. I'm constantly making profits. I'm constantly learning from my mistakes. That way, I'm building confidence. So it's a process, it's going to come to you gradually. So you're not confident enough, it's not a bad thing. You're just going through a normal stage you have to go through as a trader. Okay? So with confidence, the only thing I'm going to tell you is this. Give it time. Be consistent. Take losses. Be proud of your losses. Be proud of your winners as well. And learn from your mistakes. And watch it. You'll start gaining confidence gradually without you knowing. I didn't plan to be confident. I never planned it. I just woke up one day and realized, oh, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. I can take this to the spine. In fact, I can tell you this. I'm a lot more confident. For the past 2, 3 weeks now, I'm a lot more confident than I was 2 months ago. And that's because I did one thing. I changed one thing around my trading, which was me narrowing down my currency pairs. And I told you, I narrowed down my currency pairs to about 2 to 3, maximum 4. So I don't trade every single pair like I used to anymore. So I only trade Euro GBP, Euro AUD, Swiss franc JPY, and Swiss franc JPY. I used to trade US30, but I took it out of my watch list. So those 3 months, then I added gold last week. So because I've been trading these 3 pairs, trust me, my confidence level will skyrocket, especially when it comes to Euro GBP. Because why? I've been analyzing this pair every single day, watching it every single day, taking my trades every single day. Well, I don't trade every single day, but I'm checking this currency pair. So indirectly, without me knowing, I am building confidence around Euro GBP. So if I see a setup, trust me, if I like it, I'm going for it. So because I'm confident, I have more patience to wait for that because I know what I'm doing. So one thing you need to do as well is, I've told you before, let me remind you, narrow down your currency pairs to the ones you like, which I think you've done. But then give it time to practice more, practice this pair, backtest it, and confidence is going to come. It's not going to come in 1 day, in 2 days, in 3 days, in a week. The more time you spend on it, the more confidence you get. Okay? So don't beat yourself over that. It's just a normal thing going through. So with doubt also comes you not being confident. Like they're both the same thing.
Yes,
Because
that's true.
you can't take that trade because you're not confident enough, so you doubt your own analysis. But if you're trading Euro GBP, for example, back and forth, you know how this pair behave. Trust me, you won't doubt your analysis because you know what's going on. The one more thing is that if you're trading the currency pair back and forth, you know the key levels. You know how the Marva said something to me I never realized about Euro GBP. She said Euro GBP normally goes for deep retracement. I never knew. She said it to me, and I went back tested, and I realized that. So it helped me last week, but I didn't tell Marvel. So she helped me too. Like I'm learning from you guys as well. So she said that to me. Then I back tested. Then it then helped my confidence because she said Euro GBP normally goes for deep retracement. So I was on a trade. Was it last week or so, or 2 weeks ago? I was on that trade, and it was retracing. A normal me would have just left the trade. But I then remembered what Marvel said. Euro GBP normally go for deep retracement. I held on to that. Okay, fine. Let me try to see what Marvel said. Let me try to see it works. And it actually worked. Then I was patient enough because of what Marvel said. And I held that to it. And eventually, I was in drawdown for like 3-4 days. But I was like, no, this thing goes for deep retracement most of the time. Not all the time, most of the time. Then I kept on holding. Normally, I don't hold my trade over the weekend. I don't. I close my trade on Friday. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to hold this trade. Then I held this trade on Monday. If you guys follow on social media, I posted a trade that gave me £8,000. That was exactly the trade.
Wow.
So I held the trade, and on Monday, it went the right way. And it gave me £8,000 profit. That's confidence because of what Marvel said, and I back tested that, and I realized, okay, this thing most of the time goes for deep retracement. I never knew. The normal me, I would have closed the trade. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
So everything is just you. It falls back on practicing, back testing, narrowing down your pairs, and be patient. And just let everything go. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, but I give it to you. You're really trying, and
Thank
your
you.
effort is what is going to pull you through. If you don't stop, that's if you don't stop.
Hopefully. Wait, sorry, I just remembered something. When choosing the 3 to 4 pairs you want, and you're putting correlation into, will you pick the currencies that are correlated or the ones that are not correlated? Because that I have an issue with that too. And someone said I shouldn't pick the ones that are correlating because I may end up risking. Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. What you need to understand is this. Let's say you want to pick NZUSD. Let's say you like that pair, NZUSD, right? I know that NZUSD is positively correlated with AUDUSD, and it is negatively correlated with Euro NZD. So if you want to trade NZUSD, you might want to add NZUSD and AUDUSD into your watch list. Be trading both. But what you can then do, it falls back on trade management. If you risk 2% on a normal day, right?
Okay.
And you have NZUSD and AUDUSD in your watch list, the trade will not UK, then you can then say, instead of risking 2% on both, which does not make sense because if your analysis is wrong, that means you're going to be losing 4%. You might as well just risk 1% each on both. That's making it 2%. Or pick one.
But is it not just better to just pick one than risk 2%?
Me, sometimes I do what I do. I just trade something. It depends on how I feel. Sometimes I then risk 1% on both. Because the risk to the reward on one might be different from the other one. Maybe the risk to the reward on AUDUSD, maybe I'm risking 20 pips on AUDUSD. That's where I feel comfortable to putting my stop loss, and my target is 60 pips. But on NZUSD, I feel comfortable placing my stop loss 40 pips, using 40 pips as my stop loss. Then obviously the risk and reward is different. So I will be making more money on AUDUSD, but I'm still risking the same amount. So it depends on how you feel. It depends on the setup. It depends on the setup. But it's still the same. If you like 1% each or just pick one, it depends on you.
Okay.
There's no right. There is no wrong. In Forex, there is no right. There is no wrong. People pay too much attention on wanting to be right at all times. But
that's true. That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I can't guarantee you, and I can't tell you for sure. This is exactly the way to enter a market. This is always, you should be enter the market this way, because market will always give you different structure, different pattern, different behaviors. So there is no particular way to enter a market. There is no particular way to do anything. It's just how you feel. My trade management, there is no particular way to manage a trade. But there are so many ways to manage your trade. Sometimes I might feel like securing TP1, moving stop loss to break even, then let the remaining run risk-free. Sometimes I might feel like this is a security TP1. Let me maximize my profit. Let me just trail instead. So it depends on how you feel. It depends on what suits your trading style. And most importantly, pay attention to your personality. It depends on what triggers you, what is not going to make you drift from your path. If you know you're greedy, there are ways you can manage your trade. If you know you're patient, there are ways you can manage your trade. It all, falls back on you as a person. So you need to understand yourself first to know how you're going to manage your trade. The way you will be trading is going to be different from the way I'm trading. The way Colade is going to be trading is going to be different from the way I trade. Because trust me, I don't like taking losses. I know for a fact that there is no way I can avoid that. You have to take loss. You can't avoid it. You have to. But then I then look for a way to minimize that. I'm not looking for ways to not take losses. I'm looking for ways to minimize the loss, so it won't affect me. That is why I have my own unique style of trading. You will never see me at any point in time. I have 3 trades running at the same time. You might, but maybe both of them, maybe I have 2 trades move to break even. Then I'm transferring my risk from one to the other one. Trust me, then they are risk free. But I will never have 3 trades running and they are open. That's just like me opening my own yash. I won't do that. So, and that's because I don't like taking losses. Well, I have to, but I try to minimize them. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I know people, I'm not going to mention names. I know some guys some signal provider guy. People show me what he does, because I have a lot of people around. This guy will send AUD-USD, NZD-USD, Euro-AUD, Euro-NZD, NZD-USD. All these things are positively correlated or somehow. Then you now send them as signals to your to your subscribers. That's a bad trade, in my opinion. Fine, but you will not be boasting saying this thing will go. You are a trader. As a trader, you should learn. We trade under probability. Nobody knows what's going on.
That's true.
Before sending out those trades, think about, a lot of people focus on what they're going to gain, but they forget what they might lose. As a trader, put ahead what you might lose, what might go wrong, over what you're going to get. That is how to bring longevity in this game. But you will now send all these 4 or 5 signals. If they go well, all of us will rest on social media that day, because then this guy will be bragging. But once it goes against him, This person is quick to jump on a Zoom call to start defending himself. Why do you have to put yourself in a position of defending yourself? When a trader is trying to prove a point to people, then he's a stupid trader, in my opinion. So that's why I always tell people, we have different personalities. I give it to him. He's a risk taker because you can't be successful without taking risk. Okay, we have to take that risk, but calculated risk. That is what you should be taking. Because I've seen people come into this game trading that way. So consistency, even if it's 5% a week, is better than aiming 15, 20, 30%. Build consistency, build confidence. Trust me. A lot of people don't even know what next week is going to look like. I don't care. I know. I built my trading capital to one extent that even if I take 10 losses, now money I don't make from the market is taken back. It will never affect my trading capital. If I take 20, it's not going to affect my trading capital because I treat trading as a business. I make profits. I know how much I need. If I make £1,000 today, I'm probably going to take £250 to £300, leave £600 in my account. If I make another 1,002, I'll probably take another £300 to £400, leave £600 in my trading account. If you keep doing that, you will see your trading is going to change. So it's all about calculating, being content, the experience, discipline. Trust me, technical analysis is the easiest part. All right. So, I can talk about this thing all day. All right, because it's the truth. But a lot of people will tell you they just try to, focus on analysis, technical analysis alone, of which that's not what made me money. It's just discipline. Then with time, your analysis is going to improve as you continue to analyze the market, as you continue to spend time in the market, you will start getting better, you will start getting better, you will start getting better. So give it time. Okay, give it time. And honestly, I assure you, it's going to be the best thing you're ever going to do. But you're not Yoruba, but some of you guys might be Yoruba. Yoruba is to say, I'm a like people struggle to progress because they don't know what time the wealth or what time they're going to be successful because they don't know the exact time things are going to be fine for them. But if we all knew what time, let's say someone tells you, next week Tuesday by 7 o'clock, you're going to be rich. Trust me, it's going to be a lot more easier for you. But we all struggle because we don't even know when we're going to be profitable. We don't know when our trading is going to change. We don't know when we're going to start being consistent. But eventually it will come. Let's just hope for that day to come and not stop.
Sure.
So that is it with that one, okay? So, like I said, I can talk about this all day long, So, but let's leave it at that because I know people will still ask me questions and I will still mention some of what I've said again. So, anyways, anything else? Have I been able to answer your questions or I've missed something?
No, you answered it very well. Thank you very much, Sam.
You're welcome, no problem. And I'll be looking forward to get your message. Like I said, send me messages if you have questions. If you're struggling with anything, let me know. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. So anybody else? That was a long one. Anybody else? Let me mute her. Marvin, come on. I'd like to speak to Marvin for a minute. Marvin.
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, good afternoon.
Hello.
Did you hear what I said about you?
No, I wasn't here.
Oh, that's a shame. No, I was talking about what you did. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago when we were talking in the chat room? You said something about Euro GBP, and you said something about Euro GBP normally goes for deep retracement.
Yeah.
I learned that from you. Right? I forgot to tell you when I called you 2 days ago. I learned that from you, and then that helped me because I was backtesting GBP myself. Okay, and you said that I was holding this trade and it was going against me. In normal me, I would have just closed the trade at break even. Right? And I don't remember when you said GBP used to go, normally goes for, most of the time, it does go for deep retracement. Then I was like, I'm going to stick to what Margaret said. And I back tested it and I realized that through myself. Then I held that trade and it gave me good profit. So I was telling people about how I learned that from you and it paid off, being patient as well. So I owe you money.
Amazing.
So I owe you some money. I'll pay you. Anyways. All right then. So
Thank you,
that
sir.
was what I wanted to tell you. So
Okay.
all right then. So guys, anybody else? If you want to say something, just type into the chat box and Sir, Mr. Shea, okay, let me bring you on. Where are you? Okay. Hello? Where is it? I can't find you. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Sir, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. Yeah, sure.
Oh, man. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I can.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Boss, how now?
I did where you put me. What's up?
I'm very good. I just
How has it been?
yeah, not bad. Thank God. I had your conversation with NK.
Yeah.
That's actually the life of a trader, beginner, and everything. Whatever, what all the things she's saying, I'm just like, okay, I think I've grown a little bit, as in I've grown past that stage, you know.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's a stage everybody has to pass through, and
Absolutely.
you know, over the past few weeks, looking at the charts several times, doing 20, 30 analysis on different pairs. At some point, you're gonna get better with time.
Sure, with time, yeah.
The chat group, those guys are crazy, man. Those guys are those guys who overwhelm you with analysis, and you'll be like, what?
They will kill you.
I remember you said something about it, like, oh, guy, when you get to that place, man, you have to be careful.
Exactly.
You will be confused. If you have Ojukokoro, you will just be confused. You know, at some point, I just laid back. I was just watching everything. Guys were just dropping. There's this guy that drops gold. That guy is dope. As in,
wait, what's this? Is it why?
Yeah.
YGB? No, my guy be that now.
1 minute time frame, man. I was like, and his analysis was just, they're always on point. I had to chat him up. I said, dude, what motivated you? You know, he said it's God and all that. A lot of guys, Truby, Chris, all these guys, Marvel, people are just hot there. I said, man, well, this is good. This is really interesting.
Yeah, you know, those honestly, these are the people. I might not be very active in the chat room because me too, I get overwhelmed. But these are the people that make me realize we're doing something great.
I'm telling you.
Something great.
And Taufik is a leader.
Yeah.
I mean,
Taufik? Is he? Yeah, that's my son. I understand.
He's a leader. It's interesting. As in, people. I was telling someone. I said, very soon, the generation of forex traders are coming on.
Trust me.
The world will not be able to handle them anymore because these guys are young and these guys they're fierce. They're hungry. They're fierce. In fact, when they dissect market for you, only you will just lock up. Say okay.
Somebody messaged me on Instagram and said, "Club, when I pay for your course, are you going to be giving signals?" I was like, "Listen, I don't give signals. If you come premium, my guys are giving me signals."
See, if someone pays for your signal and the person does not really understand what you do, at some point the person will be frustrated. Like, I'm looking for take profit and stop loss. Which one is wait for confirmation? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but the fact that you have to wait for confirmation, even for a subscriber that is not even coming to the academy, is a form of learning for you.
Yeah.
Because right now, personally, I can't just, what I do initially, when I see analysis, I go to my laptop, I do my own. I don't even know what confirmation is. I just feel that, okay, is our resistance or is our support? Just buy or sell. And before you know, you buy or sell, you think you're on point, and the next thing, the trade is going against you.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, what is happening? As in, I did this thing. In fact, some pro subscribers will do analysis. They won't even give those details you give. And you will take those analysis and you look at it at the end of the day. The thing went against the person. And I'll ask these guys, why do they even post before and after on their public chat? And you go to their private room, you are just taking losses as if you are even better than them. Do you understand? You just be taking losses. At some point, you just fash them. So I took to what you said. There was one thing you said the first time we spoke. You said at a point you had to delete every every subscriber, every pro that you have encountered, and just do your thing.
And focus on your own growth. Yeah.
Yeah, get a good mentor and do your thing. And I'm like, that is the way forward. These people will confuse you. You know, that is the way forward. And even the Forex private chat room alone is enough subscriber.
Yeah.
That place, if you don't know anything, you just have to be careful and be patient.
Bro.
There's so much analysis flying around. Sometimes 100 analysis in a day.
You know what, yeah? If I stay away from my phone and I eventually log into my Telegram, sometimes I see 300 messages. I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Do you guys sleep at all? 300 messages,
hot.
analysis everywhere. And I'm like, I can't keep up. You know?
Yeah, so the right thing, like you said, as when you were talking to NK, like that you devise this means of picking not more than 3 or 4 pairs maximum. Concentrate on those pairs. You know, I see when you do that, you get perfection from doing that.
And you get consistency.
You see the way Taufik dissects EN.
Yeah.
Taufik sits with EN. At some point, I wanted to ask him, is it only EN you trade?
You know what? That's discipline. No matter how good an analysis is, if I send analysis on any pair, it won't take it.
Yeah.
It will not take it. And I said to him, that's discipline. That is what I want.
I'm telling you, the guy just dissects EN. He sleeps EN, he drinks EN, he wakes EN. I'm like, oh boy, you know they do another one. You know, but
it makes sense like that.
Yeah,
it makes sense like that.
It made a lot of sense. I noticed you too with the Euro GBP. I've been watching you for a while. Like, okay, this man is always doing this Euro GBP. Okay, so that thing it makes sense. That guy that does good, that guy just does good all the time, and he makes money. If that guy has good capital, that guy he will be a millionaire. As I'm talking to you right now.
Now we go sort them out. Why
do you understand? So, and there are some other guys there too. Chubby Chris, they have they have a particular pair they just concentrate on and they just face that pair. I think your class is good. Discipline is the watchword. Patience. You know, I said something to you the other time. The mentor you have is what you will become in trading. The person that taught you is the person's style. You only add 1 or 2 things to it. And the fact that you can't do away with your cash easy like that is important for the discipline we are talking about. You know, this whole revenge trading, I'm getting better week by week. You know, I've never traded demo accounts. I've always traded live accounts from the beginning. So I've lost so much money doing that. Some weeks like this, I'll be pained on the Monday morning. you know, I'm holding a trade on Friday. By Monday morning, the trade will just go blah, and I'll be like, what kind of week is this? You know, the whole week is bad. But so far, the first week, I watched the guys. I just watched the group, how it performs. The second week, and from there, I've been doing my own analysis, and I've been checking it out. I have a demo account for that, because you can't rely on these things for a long. These people are building their future already.
Yes, and you have to build yours too.
Yeah, you have to build yours. You can't be in Forexlyfe and depend on everybody. You need to be perfect in whatever currency pair you choose. You can choose 1-2 currency pair and stay with them. There's always avenue to make money.
Sure.
There must be a resistance, there must be a support. You must look for your confirmation, draw your trend lines, channel, supply and demand zone, all that. And at the end of the day, you will just, when you concentrate on that, you will fall. In fact, it will be like, it will be part of you. But when you want to do this pair, you want to do that pair, there are so much pairs on ground, you will not be able, you won't even have a headway at all.
And that's greed. And honestly, I can say this here. Since I've been trading my own currency pairs too, I have peace of mind.
Yeah.
Less is more. Now I don't stay in front of my computer like I used to anymore. So I'm not over trading. Before I used to think a lot about correlation problems. I don't struggle with that anymore because I don't even look at all these pairs anymore.
Correlation.
I look at them.
Correlation,
I look at them.
Yeah.
And I send analysis on every pair, but people don't know that I might be sending analysis on all these pairs. I'm not taking most of them. That's just me sharing analysis with you guys, what you guys should be looking for. But no matter how sweet they are, if they are not part of my pairs, I'm not trading. I'm not taking them. If I have to, then that would be 0.5%.
Your pair will always give you opportunity. That's the thing. If you decide to go for oil, gold, NASDAQ, whatever, they will always give you opportunity. Well, I'm happy I'm here, and my trading life has improved. I won't lie. It has really improved. You know, when you get to a point that the kind of losses you take is minimal.
It's minimal.
And you know that you're improving, man.
You're improving.
You just know that you're improving.
You know, growth is not about money. It's not about how much money you're making. Sometimes you're growing as a trader, but you're not profitable yet. And I think that is what you're going through right now. You're growing, but you're not seeing that money the way you want to just yet. So it's just a matter of time for it to be there.
As much as I need money urgently, I look at this thing in the long term, like the future, what the future holds for me in Forex. And I'm thinking like, this thing is going to be really big, but it's like a baby step. Yeah, it's like a newborn baby. You can't expect a newborn baby to start running. You have to crawl. You have to crawl, you have to stagger, then you have to start walking, then you start running. There's time, and in this whole thing, patience is key. There's analysis, everything is telling you this thing is going this way. You just have to wait for that last signal, And once it comes, I remember your analysis on Euro GBP. You said it could go either way, either up or down, but just wait for that last confirmation. And trust me, I thought that thing was going down because there was something like, he wanted to do something like a breakout and retest.
I thought that too.
Yeah, I thought it was going down, and I was watching. The next thing, it started going up. I didn't trust it enough.
Then I sent a chart on it. Once we saw the confirmation, it was a morning star.
Yeah.
If you remember. And that was when I was like, okay, this thing is not going down anymore. I don't think it wants to go down. Then I changed my bias. Before I had a sell bias. That is why as a trader, you have to be open-minded.
You have to be open-minded.
Say, this thing is going down and it's going down. No. You wait.
Yeah.
You might think it's going down. You react to the market.
Yeah,
you can't tell the market what the market should be doing.
What to do, exactly. You have to, it's whatever the market gives you, you have to take. Because when I started learning, there's this thing I do. I just go to the market. I want to make the market pay me. Do you understand? Like, you just want to force this market to sell.
Yeah.
Somebody is saying, everybody, okay, look at GBP USD. 2 weeks ago, GBP USD, everybody was saying sell.
And NZD.
And NZD USD. And yet, they were buying. People were like, our focus was on sell. Everybody was just sell. So most of the time, people will just pick sell once they see small signal. But when you look at it, then this, I think somebody, I can't remember if it was Marvel or Timmy or somebody did an analysis on one of those pairs, one pair like that, and said she did a 1 week analysis and said the overall direction of this thing on weekly buyers is buying. But when you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, it wants to sell. And everybody's placing orders. They understand something about this whole hedge funds, banks, and all that. What they do when market is in that position. They know people have placed sell orders.
Yeah.
And knowing the fact that people have placed sell orders, they will just do something, manipulate something, and the thing will buy and cut a lot of people off the market.
That's how manipulation occurs. Yeah.
Do you understand? So, but right now, they're all selling. That's patience. So, man, this journey, rugged, but we die here.
You see, I like that word. We die here. You know?
My brother.
That's what I
want. No. This is. I told somebody. I said very soon this forex will fade Yahoo boys out of the country, out of town, because boys that are SS3 boys, you see what they do. SS2 boys, SS3
this
boys.
This YGB and Mustafa, they those guys you just mentioned, they 18 years. They just did their YX.
As in, do you know what those guys do? I know a lot of them. I know some that are even not in this group. As in, their mind is sharp, their brain is sharp. And right now, the point they are at right now, they are going places, so bro.
No, I'm holding them. They're not going anywhere. They are going to be managing funds for me very soon.
Because this thing, once they are consistent, in the next 5 years, forget it.
Yeah. And they have time. You know what hurts me a lot? I wish I was trading when I was 18 years. Mad body, I take start forex.
I'm telling you.
And I look at people like them, they're just 18. If they can, and I used to tell Pocky this. Pocky is 17.
See, the prayer is they should try and go to school. If not, they will not want to. Once more, they forget school.
Well, that one, I don't know. School. That one, yeah. But if they can give it 2-3 years, by the time it's 2021.
No, those guys are dupe. I told a friend of mine, I showed some of them. I said, see these guys with the hair. These guys, in the next 5 years, they'll fade out all these scammers in town. Legit money. So I know and your analysis is so simple. You make everything simple. It's just you personally. You have a rule. You might not know. You have your own guidelines. You have your own rules. And I've noticed that once you don't follow those rules, somebody will fail. That's just it. There are rules. When you do your analysis, your explanations, there are rules. Look at Taufik. If he does EN, he takes his time. I've taken EN when he has not said anybody should take EN before. And it went well, actually. But I guess he wasn't with his phone at that time. Something happened. He was not even on ground then. I was wondering, why Taufik don't see this one? I just left it. I said, okay, let me just collect my small people I want to collect. But no. It's interesting. It's interesting.
I know.
More grace, bro. More grace.
Honestly, I'm happy with everybody. That's why I said let's do this meeting, because I like to come. I don't want to call it webinar. We all talk about everything. Talk about everything. We catch up on things. We learn from each other. We should be doing this more often. To know what everyone is going through. So I'm happy with everybody's growth.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in Forexlyfe.
Shout out to everyone. So it makes me happy to see everyone.
More peeps in the future.
2021.
I swear.
We're looking forward. We're looking forward.
We move.
So, Yeah, thanks, my brother. I really appreciate. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I appreciate. Regards to the farm, man.
No problem. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anybody else? Let's see. Let's see. Anybody else before we bounce out? Let's see. Who are the people here? Okay, guys. If there is no one, then maybe we should. Okay, we have Daniel. Daniel. Okay, I'm going to bring you on. Daniel, what's up?
Hello?
Chairman.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
You okay?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine. Oh, I could say.
How are you?
Okay, I just wanted to one personal experience actually. I had issues with fear. Like whenever I enter a trade, I'm always, even though the analysis is actually correct, I'm always scared, and I'll just go out of the trade, and at the end, to actually go, I should actually analyze it to go. So as at last week, I was like, okay, if it likes, I just close my mind, like, okay, anyhow, and I enter the trade. And I doubled my account just within 2 days. So I just wanted to see that your course is amazing, and I really appreciate the opportunity, sir. Thank you so
Oh, you
much,
grew
sir.
your account. You grew your account.
Yes, I doubled it in 2 days.
Wow. But wait. Risk. What about risk management?
0.01, sir. My account is very small actually. So
Okay.
1%.
Don't forget that one. I'm happy you've been able to double your account. But then you said something that everybody should learn from. You said before you used to cut your losses short, but then you said with anything that wants to happen should happen. I don't even care anymore. And then you were patient enough to hold that trade, and it rewarded you. That is you understanding that we are in a business of patience. Okay, patience at all. When people, I was speaking to Robert, when people ask Mr. Biggs or McDonald's or whatever, what business are you into? They tell them we're in the business of food selling, restaurant, we sell food. When they ask Apple, what business are you into? Apple will tell you we sell gadgets and all these things. But when you ask the forex trader, they tell you what business are you into as a trader? You say I'm into buying and selling. Yeah, that's what you are into technically. But at the end of the day, if you have to look at it, you are in the business of patience. Because if you are not patient in this game, you will not make money. So that is your analysis might be wrong, and you still can make money. That's it. Your analysis might be wrong, and you still make money. That's why it's amazing. It pisses me off when some traders are saying they know 100% this currency pair is going this way, it's going that way. When even if you're wrong, you can make money. But if you don't have patience, trust me, you will struggle. So always remember that patience is key, regardless. Whatever you do, you have to be patient to wait for the right opportunity to come. Everybody always wants to be on a trade all the time, but they forget that less is more. Seeking when to trade and not when not to trade is another skill set entirely. So it still falls back on being patient. So you have to be patient to wait for the right opportunity. Once you see the right opportunity, be patient enough for that confirmation before entering. Once you have that confirmation, be patient enough to hold that trade because number one, you waited, you were patient enough to wait for the right opportunity, for the right setup. You were patient to wait for the confirmation. That means you are taking a trade with high probability. So that setup is great. Then you should be patient to let that trade run.
Definitely,
so patient again to let the trade run. But if you're not patient, then that's a problem. So everything is just patient. So I'm happy to hear what you said. So thanks for the feedback too.
Yes, sir.
So
thank you, sir.
You're welcome, boss.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? All right, guys. So Onuo, I haven't had. Let me bring you on. I've been waiting to. Daniel.
Hello, Prof.
Hi, who is it? Is it Daniel? Okay. Oh, yes, sir, bro. Okay.
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Great.
Sir, I would like to share an experience, actually. Something that happened to me this last week. I want to share an experience, a trading experience that happened to me.
Okay. All right.
All right. This past week, I suffered from overconfidence, I would say. Overconfidence. Yeah, it sounds funny, but it sounds funny, but it actually happened. Remember how I showed you my account when I doubled it? The small capital I showed you, I doubled. Can you still remember? Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually succeeded in taking that account to 46%. Like I made 46%. I was going for 100. Then then still I was going for 100 while applying risk management and all. Then I have this friend of mine. You shared the experience. You shared the same experience when you talked about your friend who was always showing you profits when you were taking losses with the $1,000 account. You shared your experience when you were talking to NK. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you said you had a similar experience when you were talking to NK about risk management. So this my friend, his capital is actually greater, and he was showing me his profit. You know, that stuff, it actually messes with your head.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know about anybody, but it messed with my head.
It did,
it messed with my head, and I was like, all the trades I've taken so far are all entering. Like all my trades are entering. That, like, you know, when you are on that train, like every trade you take enters, every trade you take enter, you'll be like, okay, let me try and double what I'm actually risking. That was what happened to me.
Then that was
so I have that was the that was the bad one. And the funny part is it happened to the two accounts. I had two accounts, the same profit I showed, the same size I started with, the same capital I showed you. I took two of them to 40. I took one to 46%, and the other one was at 50%. The other account, I only trade gold on that account. Okay. So I was so confident that I made that foolish step, and I increased my lot size, and I was going down. It really hit me. It really hit me a lot. I don't believe myself. I wanted to send you a message. I wanted to send you a message on Instagram, but I was so ashamed to tell you that kind of thing. And if you notice, I don't say anything on the group chat. I was so ashamed to actually come out and say like, I am a victim of this kind of thing. So when you were talking about it with NK, I was not like, okay, so that means if it has happened to somebody like you, then that means at least I've learned from it. Learned from it, and
that's why
it's
I
not going to happen
people,
again.
I can't the way I teach, I like to share my own personal experience because I know one way or the other someone might be going through that, or someone might eventually go through it. So when I share my own experience, I can't speak for any other person. I can only speak for myself, what I've been through. And that is why most of what I teach is from my own personal experience. And I'm glad we relate. So there is nothing to be ashamed of, to be honest. Okay? And I'm glad you able to come up about it. So now you go through the course properly, you realize that I made mention of lack of confidence and overconfidence is also another problem, but people don't know. Okay? Overconfidence is also another problem because then you feel invisible. You feel like you've mastered. You feel like
the market.
You have you're holding market by the balls. You know, in this game, you just have to be careful. You know, you have to be careful. You have to. Once things are going on so well, that is when you should be more careful. Because you might miss your role.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
When things are going well, be careful. In fact, a year ago, I posted something on my Instagram. I said, for the past 2 weeks, everything I've been taking, I've been going my direction. But and then I was so confident. Then I sat myself down. I was like, boy, calm down, calm down, calm down. Because it will shock you if you go and misbehave. Then I had to readjust myself and, you know, change some things and bring myself down and be like, okay, fine. Because things are going well, does not mean I have to be taking every trade, you know. I might just be
Yeah.
lucky. I might just, because sometimes I might just be lucky.
Yeah.
I might
That's
just
true.
be lucky. Let me just calm down. Then I calm down. Then I was like, I want to take a loss because I need to get out of my own bubble. Honestly, I'm being serious. I'm being honest with you. I wanted that loss, but obviously I'm not going to lose a trade on purpose.
Yeah. You can use the
Yeah.
trade on
But I
purpose.
was waiting for that loss to come. Really speaking, I was waiting for that loss to get me out of that overconfidence and feel like, and after they plug down, you go. So you get. So eventually
Yeah.
that loss came and it brought me back. Okay, I was like, okay, fine. I'm glad I took this loss. Okay, fine. So I'm not invisible anymore. Let me just go back to normal.
Mm.
So as a trader, you need to be conscious of what's going on around you. Your emotions, you have to know what's going on. You have to know what's going on. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's what I think. But thanks for
Yeah.
sharing that. Okay. So let me know, if you need
Yeah,
help.
thank you, sir, for talking about it. I was so ashamed to bring it up.
Nah, man, we are family, bro. Like we talk about everything. Like I said, it's not a webinar, it's a meeting. This is the reason why we're doing this.
Mm.
Right? Just for us to talk about everything. We learn from you. We learn from. I'm sure you learned this from NK. I'm sure NK probably learned
Yeah.
something from Shikola Day. Then we learn it from each other. And the same way I said something earlier, I learned from Marvel
Yeah.
a couple weeks last week or so. So we are a team. There's nothing like one person is because you call me pro. I'm still learning too.
Yeah.
Just that my own learning is different. Me, I'm not sitting down by the book trying to understand candlestick formation or how to enter it. I'm not learning that way. But the only thing I'm going to be learning is just, learning from the market experience, you know. So my own kind of learning might be different, but at the end of the day, I'm still learning. We all do. And we will continue to learn. Okay, trust me. There is no perfect
All right,
trader.
sir.
We will continue to learn. If a trader tells you, I have mastered this forex market 100%. That trader is a boo-boo. Stay away.
Yeah. Run.
So yeah. All right, bro. So let me know if you need help with anything, and I'm happy to help.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, bro. How is the cost upgrade coming up? Mark Mamina. It's coming up slowly, I'm doing it one step at a time, I trade too, I'm not like every other person that don't trade, that just relax and chill. Like constantly when you guys are trading it, I'm trading. So, it's hard for me to balance trading, upgrading, the premium, do webinars, attend to people question and answers. On Instagram as well, my DM is popping. So, but I'm doing it gradually, bit by bit, bit by bit. But it's going on fine. It's going on fine. So, what else, guys? Anybody else before we call it a day? Isokan and Boa. Okay, let me bring you on. I don't know how to pronounce that, but then. Hello.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. How's it going? Oh, yeah, you joined us this week, right?
Yes, some days ago.
Yeah, a couple days
So
ago. How's it going?
I just started, and I want to say I've had a lot of experiences from people that have been talking and all of those stuff. So
Yeah.
I would say well done, guys. And I'm new here, but I'm not new to forex trading though. And
Yeah.
I'm back here because I don't want to count my losses anymore.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, and from what everybody has said, their contribution from NK, Sheyi, Mave, and Daniel, including Onoa, I would say I'm glad to be here, and
Great.
I've experienced what Ono actually experienced some time ago. Like that overconfident. There was a time I was trading and I felt on top of the world, like I'm cashing out. All of a sudden, my account went grounded and like, no, I have to go through this again. I have to do the course again. I have to start as a beginner again. That's why I ended up here and
Hold
now
on,
I'm
hold
starting.
on, please. Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Hold on. Hey, guys, mute yourself, please. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back on. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you
carry
very
on.
much.
Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I said so I don't want to count the loss anymore, and I had to come back to take the training all over again. As a beginner, I would obviously say
Okay.
yes, I'm a beginner here, not an intermediate or an advanced forex trader. But from what we've all shared there, one thing I picked was that I think we should trade less. Like you said, if you trade less, you are confident that you actually cash out in profit than
Yeah.
opening your yash. I remember that word you used, putting up like 5 different currency pairs there, and at the end everything run into losses. So I've actually picked some lessons here, and I hope I actually stop counting losses and start picking the profit. Thank
Yeah.
you.
One thing you also need to understand is obviously you can't avoid taking losses. Okay, it's part
Yeah.
of. You see, we are trading. We are running a business. Okay, we are running a business, and there is no way you're going to run a business without paying for electricity, salaries or wages, maintenance, maintenance fees, operational costs, whatever. You have to pay something. You might have to start with paying all these things. Trading is the only business that you don't have to pay all these things, right? You don't have to. So it's going to be greedy of us if we don't want to take losses, because we should take losses and, in fact, love those losses and take them as operational cost for running a business. It's
Yeah.
only a greedy person that won't want to pay. You're making £5,000 today, and you've made £5,000 profit, and tomorrow you're not willing to let something go, and you're crying because you took £200, £300, £400 loss when you're running a business. So whenever we take a loss in the market, we should look at it as a operational cost of running that business, and that is going to make us feel better. So, but what we should do as a trader is we should always find ways to minimize the losses. Okay, not that we won't
Yeah.
take losses, but like I said, trust me, I can tell you, and I always tell people, I cannot, and I'm saying it in capital letter, I cannot remember the day that I took a stop loss. I take losses, but I can't remember the day that I actually checked my phone and I saw GBP stop loss hit. Before that thing hit stop loss, I'm already out. Trust me, I can't. Over the past 6 months, maybe 2, 3, before it hit stop loss, I'm taking my losses short. My losses, my trades are always either take profit, small loss, break even. Most of the time, break even. But me, then if I get stopped at a break even, I reanalyze the market again to see if I'm going to re-enter. For example, you're not in premium yet. In the premium, I signed a trade on Euro GBP. It was going the right way, over 30% profit. I moved my stop loss to break even. It came back down, stopped me at break even, and I lost about 40. I lost about 40 pips back to break even. Then I remember like I said, what Marvel said. Sometimes this thing goes for a deep retracement. I then reanalyze the market again. I check the trend. I'm in the right direction, uptrend. I checked that it came for a retest of a level. It gave me that candlestick confirmation. I was like, this thing just coming back for retracement. It's still fine. I entered again. And as soon as I entered, it went the right way. Just like that. So taking losses shouldn't be the problem. But remember that it makes more sense to take small losses or break even trades.
Yeah,
Okay,
true.
don't be taking big losses. Whenever a trade is going against you, reanalyze to see if it's worth holding. If it's not worth holding, if you think you might be wrong with analysis, then get out. But if you think you're confident that this thing is just a tracing, be patient enough. Okay, so that is really fine. I can't wait for you to join us in premium too, so that you can experience and trade with everybody else. Like you heard what she said, there's so many good traders there. Just that once you join, you might get carried away. You might get carried away. So
Thank you
I'll be
very much.
watching out for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you for your time. Okay, guys. Anybody else? I think I've been here for how many hours now? I don't know. Definitely over an hour. Okay, anybody else before we go? Omar, your car is dope. Thanks, man. Come wash out for me now. Come wash out for me. Take me shopping or send me money for shopping. So, anybody else? Do you know someone I do not know on Instagram sent me £160. He said, Prof, let me be the first person to buy you petrol. And this guy sent me Bitcoin worth £160. And I don't even know this guy. He's not a student. It's not a part of us. And he sent me £160. So you guys, you can do better. All right, guys. So anybody else before we go? What's KPK? All right, am I free to go, guys? I will come for one-on-one sometime. But let me know ahead, okay? Let me know. If you want one-on-one, just let me know ahead. Not Kukwoke. Honestly, I don't know what that means. Kukwoke. I think that's Yoruba, but I don't know. Kukwoke. What does Kukwoke mean? So let me know. Not that you want one-on-one tomorrow and you're letting me know today, please. Especially during the week. I have to trade too. I trade. So let me know in advance so that we can then arrange and say, okay, fine, we do it this day. All right, guys. So anybody else? Should I go? Am I free to go? Reality. You haven't said anything. You're so quiet. And you will, I don't know if Reality is shy or something, but then she'll be disturbing me on Instagram, but she won't talk here. You're shy. Oh, wow, all right. You go there. Okay, then. But I know if you need help, you will DM me anyway. So, oh, wow, all right. Okay, guys, let me check. What about Chubi? Are you okay, Chubi? Chubi.
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
Okay, great. So you don't need that. You don't need me for anything, right?
There are a lot of things about. Let's just pass.
All right, but you need me. Jubilanti. That's that Jubilanti. Okay, but you know if you need me though. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know.
Okay. All right, bro.
Thank you very much.
So, who else was Taufik? You call me more than anybody else, so I don't need you. Mustafa, you guys don't. Mustafa, you don't need help, so I'm not even paying attention to you. Rita, what's up, Rita? I hope you're okay. Am I free to go, or you need help? Mustafa, don't come on. I'm not even talking to you. You are a bad guy. Okay, I think Rita is fine then. Robo, I spoke to Robo not long ago. Samuel, I don't know. Samuel, if you want to talk, I'm still here before I go. Stanley, I'm still here. Let's see. All right, guys. So, okay then. I think I'm gonna go. All right, guys. So, I recorded this, so I will upload this this Sal, we love you too, bro. And I'm glad to have you with us. So let me know if you need help with anything too, Sal. Okay. And I will I've recorded this meeting. So if you guys just want to watch again for maybe something to motivate you or push you or do something, you can rewatch in the course. So I will upload this video into the course session. Then like I said, if you guys need help, just let me know in advance, then I'm there to help. And yeah, we'll do this again. And guys, one more before I go. Today is what is this day? 13. You guys should take your trading easy. Don't be surprised if as from tomorrow the market is slow. Okay, we're in that time of the year, lots of indecision in the market. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to trade until New Year if you don't want to. Even if you have to, be careful. Market is going to be slow. It's going to be erratic. A lot of things going on. It's been going on for a couple months now. Brexit is still ongoing. A lot of things. We might be on another lockdown in the UK. They're talking about it again. And then also the vaccine, while they've restricted British from traveling out of